What is going on, everybody? I'm Noah from PhoneDoc.com, and this is the Snap, the HTC Snap for Sprint. It's one of three similar phones that HTC recently came out with. The Snap is the name of the HTC unlocked version. And then you've got also the Snap for Sprint, which is actually a little bit different than the unlocked HTC version. Then you've got the Ozone for Verizon and the Dash 3G for T-Mobile. So this is the Sprint Snap, and it's a Windows Mobile 6.1 standard phone, as they all are. Similar with the non-touch screen, because it's Windows Mobile 6.1 standard, and the QWERTY board. And I've been testing this one out for a little bit, and I gotta say I'm mixed on it at best. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one is there's no Wi-Fi. Of the three versions that came out on US carriers, the Ozone, the Snap, and the Dash 3G, the Snap is the only one that does not have Wi-Fi. Number two is that unlike the unlocked Snap, and the Dash 3G for that matter, the Sprint Snap doesn't have a trackball, and instead it has a D-pad. And the D-pad's fine, it works fine, but I actually think that the trackball is nicer. I prefer the trackball. Also, the keyboard on this phone took me a little while to get used to, and it's still not my favorite. It's workable for sure, but I don't know, the keys are kind of small, and there's no separation between them horizontally. Vertically, obviously there is, and they're offset, which is nice, but I don't know, I found it a little bit awkward to use. Definitely got used to it the more that I used it, but a little bit awkward to use. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard Windows Mobile 6.1 phone. One nice little feature is what HTC calls Inner Circle, which is this little green button down here. And you hit that, and you can set up to 5 contacts, and Inner Circle basically just filters your email to only show email from those contacts. So I have it set up with some of my PhoneDog colleagues and a PR service I get emails from, just to kind of demo it for you. And it's kind of nice. HTC did some research that said that most people, of all the email that you get, really only a very small percentage are from people who you regularly want and need to deal with, to read and respond to. And so they set up Inner Circle to let you do that. And it's kind of cool. It's, just a little handy feature. You hit the button and you see those emails just from those people. So, work colleagues or your girlfriend or whoever it is you want to stay in touch with most of all. Can kind of help you deal with that. But otherwise, again, $150 launch price. You get 2 megapixel camera on the back. You get EVDO Rev A data, which is really nice. And in this day and age of smartphones, I don't understand why there isn't Wi-Fi on every smartphone, basically. And again, the other 2 versions of this phone have it. Call quality was fine. Signal strength was pretty good. Call quality, not the best ever. Okay, but not the best ever. But I don't know. If you need a Windows Mobile device, the form factor is really good. And again, the keyboard, not my favorite, but you can definitely get used to it. If you don't need a Windows Mobile device and you're on Sprint, I would look at the BlackBerry Tour instead. It's a similar form factor, but a little bit nicer of a phone, better keyboard, headphone jack, some other options. Or if you're looking Windows Mobile and you're not wedded to this form factor, the Touch Pro on Sprint, HTC Touch Pro, is a good option, and the forthcoming Touch Pro 2, not sure when that's going to come out, but that also looks like a pretty strong contender. And both of those have 3G and Wi-Fi, which again, the Snap doesn't, and I'm not really sure why. So, the HTC Snap for Sprint, it's a mixed bag. I can't really strongly recommend it. If you like this phone, you like the Windows Mobile, you like this, this form factor, the slim QWERTY, I would check out the Dash 3G on T-Mobile or the Ozone on Verizon before the Sprint version. Again, mostly because they have Wi-Fi, and the Dash 3G, I really like the trackball. Otherwise, more or less the same phone. And if you don't need Windows Mobile and you're on Sprint, like I said, check out the BlackBerry Tour, I think, before this one. It's a solid performer. It worked pretty well, but just missing some stuff, and the keyboard, it makes it hard for me to recommend. So there you go. Much, much more on all the phones I just mentioned, and all the forthcoming phones, and all the other phones, and, just all the phones over on PhoneDoc.com. Till next time, thanks to the folks from Sprint for loaning us the Snap, and we will see you next time. My name's Noah. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.